So these are most of the Pioneer pigeon stock cocks, ready for the season next year. Some cracking pigeons in here, really looking forward to seeing what they can do in one loft races. And obviously excuse the strassers are just in here temporarily. They're not part of the Pioneer Pigeons stock team, but the stock hens are in here. Again, some cracking stock pigeons, proven pigeons. There's a national winner in here, same as the cocks. There's a national winner. Teresa's boy is in there as well. There's some really cracking stock hens in here, and again, looking forward to seeing what they can do in 2025. They're just finishing their treatment regime off before we pair up mid-January. Stock cocks having their dinner. One of my favourite stock cocks in here. More about him, you'll be seeing down the line. Stock cocks having their dinner. Again, super excited to see what happens in 2025. If you'd have said to me even a year ago that I'd have the level of stock pigeons that I've got, that I have now, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have believed it. Snow Prince pigeon over there, he's a full son of Snow Prince, which is one of the lines we're going with. There's Red Gilbert, he's a Mark Gilbert pigeon. Here is a son of Snow Prince when paired to Dark Katie, just looks like his mum. He bred some really good pigeons last year, looking forward to seeing what he does next year. Yeah, exciting times. Some of the best friends Wales I could have imagined to have, including Teresa's boy, who's a national winner. And again, if you'd have said to me this time last year even that you've got the type of pigeons that I've got at stock, I wouldn't have believed you. So yeah, really excited. I'll quickly show you, it's still work in progress, but I'll quickly show you the new single breeding pens. We're not finished yet, anywhere near finished, but these are the new single breeding pens. We've got the racing pigeon lights in here. There's still quite a bit of work to do. Each of these pens will have their own individual aviary, as you can see. But yeah, quite a lot of work to do, finish off in here. So there's 15 single breeding pens in here. We've got to get the floor laminated. There's, as I say, there's quite a bit to do still. But I had you may have seen videos last year, I had the racing pigeon lights in my other stock loft with the single pens in it, and definitely the birds produced better pigeons. They were more relaxed. They definitely went down on eggs quicker. Yes, they were single breeding pen pigeons anyway, but they definitely went down on eggs quicker. The stock birds were more relaxed. The young birds were better, infinitely better than the pigeons that were in here, which admittedly were communal pigeons last year here. So this year, again, still quite a lot of work to do, but all of these, so the entire loft now has got the racing pigeon lights in. Every one has got these lights in, including the aviaries as well. So yeah, every section that's got pigeons in has got these lights in. But one of the great things about these lights is the red light feature. So it's all automated using this, so it automatically comes on, but at night time the lights go off, these blue lights go off and the red lights come on, and what you'll see is that I think it definitely calms the pigeons. The pigeons can still see, but it isn't the same as daylight. It's completely different light. So from my point of view, I can still come into the loft and see. The pigeons can still see, but it definitely relaxes them. There's a bunch of technology behind the red light. I don't know if you can see that. You can probably see it here. So the garage was on this system last year, all year, and well, everything's going to be on them this year. And the great thing about when they're breeding is it's not the same as the blue light, so it's not the same as daylight at all. But when the pigeons are breeding, they can still see and feed their young birds. So yeah, everything here at Pioneer Pigeons is on these lights. And the racing pigeon lights are amazing. And the advanced red light feature is pretty good. It's a different kind of light. You might not be able to see it on the video, but compared to a normal daylight, which I did have fitted in here last year, it's a lot brighter. It's a blue light actually, in theory, but it replicates daylight and it's a lot better for the pigeons. So yeah, always round. Still got some work to do to get finished pairing up mid-January, ready, but generally excited. You can see some of the whites in here. These are all Snow Prince pigeons. I'm lucky enough to have 10 children of Snow Prince now. That's a particular favourite hen of mine, which I got from Herbie Thorpe. Really stunning pigeon. I really love that pigeon. Got high hopes for her. But yeah, you can see a lot of the whites that I've got, and these are all, there's actually maybe a cock in here. There's two really late breds that have got in with the hens. I'm not sure whether one of them's a cock, but all of these whites are Snow Prince pigeons. So they're all children of Snow Prince when paired to either Dark Katie or other top quality pigeons. If you don't know about Snow Prince, he flew Tarbs and scored from Tarbs himself, but then went on to produce Queen Mary. So I'm super pleased to have 10 children from him. There's a lot of top Franz Wales pigeons in here, which I've been lucky enough to be able to get from John Clowin and John Gladwin for stock. 24 single breeding pens. Every pigeon bred in Pioneer Pigeons next year will be in these pens, so guaranteed parentage. And over a process of the coming months, every stock pigeon will be DNA'd. Every pigeon for sale over £300 from Pioneer Pigeons will come with a DNA certificate with it, and DNA will be available from every single young bird, even under £300 at cost. So DNA will be available from every single young bird that comes out of Pioneer Pigeons if people want it, but it will be included for any pigeon coming out of Pioneer Pigeons at £300 or more. And you're going to be hearing me talk about what the goal with Pioneer Pigeons is. The goal is simple: to put together, using the stock I've got, which includes national winners, Morris O'Donnell's pigeons, these Wales pigeons, which include some of the top pigeons. For instance, I've got the parents, the Siren Dam of Sophie's Boy here, Franz Wales pigeon. I've got 10 children of Snow Prince here, and basically the plan is to see what we can do and get scoring in one-off races. I've got the Miss Morris pigeons, the Starboy pigeons from Morris O'Donnell. So the goal really is round 1 and 2 will be crossing everything to everything. No such thing as a pure pigeon, even though people like to buy pure pigeons. No such thing as a pure pigeon, as we know. And if you see, certainly with the Franz Wales, if you see any of the pigeons that scored in One Loft races, specifically in the Premier last year, every one of them was a cross. In fact, one of them was crossed with a Darren May pigeon. Incidentally, I've got a couple of sprint type pigeons in here. I've got a son of Need for Speed from Darren May here. I've got a double grandson of Spider-Man here as well. They'll be going in and again getting crossed. So first 2 rounds crossing just to enter One Loft races and see what we can do with the crossings and the combinations. Rounds 3 and 4. Rounds 3 will probably be split between crosses for some of the later One Loft races that we'll be competing in, the overseas ones. Some will be then put back for stock. So rounds 3 will be a split between crosses and pure, for want of a better word, or the original families. And round 4 will be the same, and they will be then being bred for our stock and some pigeons for sale. So I know, for instance, Teresa's boy is going to get paired in round 3 to the dam of Sophie's boy. Something I'm not entirely sure John Gladwin ever did, but we're going to give it a try. And again, we'll be keeping some of those pigeons for stock, and we'll be selling a few as well. So yeah, exciting times. Just got to get all this work done now, and we can get it all finished. So for any of you that you haven't seen, this is the other area. This is the other stock loft of Pioneer pigeons. So this is what started off the single breeding pens, and me knowing how good they are. You can see we've got ventilation here. This opens up all the way, so in spring, summer, that all opens up. We have windows the other side as well, so the airflow is great. We'll be fitting fans in the Loft area and extraction points in and out, so there'll be fresh air in and out that can be all automatically controlled if needed, potentially. Yeah, these are the single breeding pens. You may have seen these last year, so there's 10 single breeding pens in here now. I've moved my dove, this pen was my dove aviary, but I've moved them in with my quail, and they live happily with them. Pretty much done in here. Got a few bits and bobs, got to clean up, got to disinfect, got to torch over the areas, disinfect with Virkon and what have you. At the minute, it's just being used for to hold a few pigeons that are going out that have been sold. That particular pigeon there is going not far away, actually going to Derbyshire, Brand the Destroyer. That's a stunning Franz Wales cock, which was co-bred between John Gladwin and John Cowlin and Dave Stadden. Was surprised that there was 3 cocks same way bred didn't sell like the pure, for want of a better word, Franz Wales. To me, winner to winner made sense. But anyway, somebody saw that. But yeah, this is the 10 breeding pens, Pioneer pigeons. As I say, got a bit of work to do in here. Need to get a platform up there and take out a few bits. Need to completely disinfect and flame everything and disinfect. Got to get the final cleanup done. There's no point in doing the final cleanup until all pigeons are out, and then it'll get done. Camera in every pen. Here, great system on eBay. This system, this brand, really cheap cameras, but really good quality. So can monitor every single pair in the house, and it's recorded and all that, but you can keep an eye on every single pair as well. So yeah, this is it. And again, these have got the racing pigeon lights in with also the red light function, so automatically the red lights come on in the evening. Pigeons can still see there's a whole bunch of science behind this red light. Pigeons can still see, I can still see, pigeons can see their babies when they're feeding them, but it calms them, and it helps them in many, many ways. But I definitely saw a major difference between pigeons bred in this loft compared to the other loft, which last year didn't have the light. It was a communal loft, to be fair. It's all going single breeding pen now, but I definitely saw a major difference between how calm the parents were and how cracking the young birds were coming out of this loft. The parents went down quicker, always round a lot better, and I do genuinely believe it's as a result of these lights. Yes, my pigeons have an Alexa so they can listen to the radio as well. But yeah, that's a quick look around. As I say, still bits of work to do in here to get ready, but we've got a clear month yet because nobody's getting paired up till mid-January. So yeah, catch you soon.